Right, so we're up to the Helter Skelter. It's a big map, but it's pretty straightforward. I don't know. I rate my chances. But if we find that it's taking us a little bit too long, then we will stop. I basically have like 3/4 of an hour or so. Actually, probably a bit longer, but... Let's go all the way up first. I could have just run up the slide, to be fair. Probably should have done that. Then jump up onto this, jump up onto this. I like to start from the top. Do good 3 angles on this. Get the flagpole done. Call it a flagpole. There's no flag on it. And I don't know what I've missed about it either. Probably the top. Yep, there we go. But your scaffold isn't high enough to get any better angle on it. You just have to jump up and hope for the best. There's the roof cap. And now we do the knob. There's no other word for this. It's like, it is what it is. You just have to call it a knob. Just work our way around the tip. Squirt, squirt. The easiest way to get a good angle on this is just to work the tip from directly on top. Otherwise, you're just going to be glancing at it from the side, and it's not good for anyone. But to do the roof completely, you do now have to do underneath, I believe. So that's why it hasn't dinged for me. Right, well let's polish the tip. Time to move on to the rest. I know what you're thinking, usual YouTube nonsense, but don't worry, all I want is for you to do less. Like the video, it lets me know that you enjoyed it. Express yourself in the comments, tell me what you think or what you want to see more of. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know recommendations are all you really think that you need these days, but if you find yourself clicking on my videos anyway, maybe click that button so you don't miss a release, since my time zone is weird. And lastly, share the video with others if you think they would enjoy it, because who doesn't like some chill vibes narrated with a Kiwi accent? Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. So now we do under the eaves. We want the roof to ding before we move on, ideally. Otherwise we're just going to forget about it. It's easier to forget about the bit around the side here. And apparently, there we go. So apparently it's not quite good enough. Whoop, okay, we fell down. That happens a lot. Okay. Alright. Yeah, honestly, the white nozzle might be a shout on this one, because it's not that dirty, really. And since we're just standing so close to it up here, yeah, white nozzle does the trick. There's some things that the white nozzle, even with the Pro, will not clean, but this does not have any of them, it seems. Like, it won't do rust. Fairly sure. It won't do rust or paint. But none of those things are up here. Yeah, you can see the rust is not getting cleaned off on the walkway. There's no mold or anything on the wall, so it's just fine with that. So that's handy. It's like a fine mist. Some of the more tenacious stuff does struggle though, so, you know, green is also fine. just a little bit more powerful, and the green does get rust off, which is just absurd. In fact, you don't even need to resort to the yellow. Because the door frame is different, okay. And then there's the door itself. So what is not clean on this? Okay, well, there's the frame. There we go, bottom angle. Alright. Yeah, this level lends itself to all manner of jokes because of just the shape. I mean, come on. What do you expect? You want to stand on the slide side pretty much just to get a little bit more distance. So the key point with all of this stuff up the top is the scaffold is tall enough kind of to do it, but it doesn't get a very good angle on a lot of it. We also don't want to just be standing too close to things either, so it's a bit of a balance. So we can do the walkway around here. But a lot of the rest of it we just want to do from the scaffold because it's just easier. Yeah, because we're now looking up too much, which I guess is actually fine for a lot of it. Demonstrably, by the barrage of dings we just got. Yeah, if you remove the slide, it just looks like a, yes, hot dog, yes. It looks like a lighthouse, of course. So we need to do the inside of the railing from up here as well. That's the other thing we can't do from the scaffold, obviously, so we need to do the interior. Try and do the platform as much as we can. I can't remember if we need to do the underside as well, or if the underside of the platform was treated separately. We'll find out. I think it might be separate. This is almost carnival music. Okay, there's the platform, good. The top ring frame definitely has more to it than just up here though. So this railing I should actually be able to complete from here because I've already done the other side of it, I thought. But it's being stubborn for some reason. Possibly the underside of the bottom section. Nope, just that bit. Okay. Never mind. Railing post I'll need to do from the outside, that's fine. The rest of it's just a case of getting the right angles, as always. It's trigonometry, the game. And it's often easier to get the angles from the inside rather than the outside anyway. And it'll just get to the point that hopefully we just need to give it a little bit of a waft from the scaffold, and it should just do each of these railing sections and the posts. Okay, so slide time, really. You can either start with or finish with the slide, really. It's doesn't make a huge difference either way. The tricky thing is just, yeah, doing it properly, really. You can't easily do it all at once is the other thing, so it's like, yeah, work your way down the railings and do some of the bits there on the inside. And then as you walk up, you can do the outside interior and the kind of underhang of the inside wall as well. And then everything else should hopefully be cleaned up by going around on the scaffold and doing the underside. Interestingly, they didn't really bother putting dirt on the side closest to the structure itself, which is nice. They could have, but for whatever reason, they were generous on that one. And you can see it's just clean up the top there. Kind of an odd decision, to be honest. It's hard to know whether to do sideways angle, vertical angle. It's one of those times I wish there was a diagonal option. Good if you could do a 45-degree rotation instead. Favorite problem, sin A over sin A plus B over sin B equals clean. Yes. Great. Well done on your homework. Once you get the max gun, just use green nozzle. That's what I'm doing. That's literally what this is. This is Pro Washer green nozzle go burr. Sometimes white nozzle, quite frankly. The white nozzle does enough a lot of the time, but the green just makes sure. And yeah, yellow only for super stubborn stains. That's a tongue twister. Super stubborn stains. There we go. My tongue does not want to work today. That would be kind of nice as a skin, actually, for the Pro Washer, as like a carnival themed skin. Like red, blue, gold stars. That'd be kind of nice. Gotta get going? Fair enough. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning, afternoon, evening, brunch, night, whatever time it's like on your planet. Currently, it is getting close to lunchtime. I'm hoping to be able to finish this off and then have lunch. So, we'll see. That'll be my reward if I finish this quickly. Yes, thank you very much for coming along. We'll see you next time. And yeah, you can see here there's nothing on the inside there, which is nice. So now as we go up again, so there isn't too much of a lip on the right-hand side. In fact, that's that rail cleaned, which is nice. There is more on the outside of that one, but that's all good. So we just kind of crouch our way up the slide and do the bits that we couldn't do as we walked down. And it's, yeah, pretty straightforward. We definitely want some really good non-slip shoes, that's for sure. And the good thing is, if you do miss a little bit, it's pretty quick to just run down the slide again and pick up what you left off. And just go prone down the slide as if you were actually sliding. The main annoyance is just getting dazzled by the reflections of the sun sometimes, depending on the angle you're on. You get a polarized face shield. As you get right up next to things, you can kind of see that you've missed bits sometimes. I need to be a bit more vigilant on spraying the top side first, like doing the underside of the rail before I work my way down onto the wall. and then finally onto the slide. Sometimes your washer clips into things and your camera just goes berserk like that. You just get visual whiplash. The slide wall is now almost finished. The slide itself is even closer to being finished. In fact, there it is, and there it is. There we go. Made it all the way to the top again. Lovely. Cool, and now we jump back across here. Chuck on an extension. And hope to finish off the other side of all of this. Now, it might take us a couple of angles to do everything, like that railing over there. We'll probably have to do from the other side for that post. But hopefully this one should finish. There's the post, there's the railing, sure enough. And we do the frame to light up the lights. The achievement for this level, I believe, is to clean everything with lights first. So that means you have to do the top ring frame and all of the light strips, like the vertical light channels. You do all of them first. So you have to resist the temptation to clean the tip first, which is hard sometimes. Okay. Long extension will probably be more productive, to be honest. Hey, we've managed to get the pole all the way from over there. And that railing, in fact. Okay. That was unexpected. Now we're going to do a little bit of a run around this ring here, because we do, after all, have a top angle on it. Ditto the one down here. Then we'll shuffle across to the other side to get a little bit more angle around. We'll need to move the scaffolding around at least 3 times, maybe more. Okay, and now we can go down, where we now have an angle looking up at all of this stuff. The supports I'll need to get from both sides, so I can't expect to get them all right now. Something like this one I should get an angle on both sides at least. And yes, there's the platform underside. Getting some of the panels already though, at least, and as we move across we'll get a better angle on that for the next movement around. Here we'll get most of the side of this channel bit here, but we'll need to do the other side before it goes ding. Panel is a little bit more useful. There we go, that's that frame done. Channel lights I probably again need to do from the other side. This one we kind of did get an angle on both sides, so I'm a little bit surprised. There we go, did go ding. The vertical frame, not done. Interesting. So there's the platform support, because we were able to get it from both sides. Probably just do the green nozzle, to be honest, for this. Pretty much just do an entire panel all at once. Yellow feels right. Yeah, can't quite get that support. Can't tell. Yeah, these channel lights are not quite done yet. There we go. Panel is not quite done, interestingly. There we go. Get whatever we can from this angle. But it's a pretty shallow angle now on a lot of that stuff. Do the top of the sign though, because that's kind of annoying to do from down below. Oh yeah, the sign also has lights on it, so you need to do that as well first before anything else for the achievement. Alright, now we actually want to go down to this level, I think, to get the view underneath the rail. just underneath the slide in general. This one you can pretty much get from the ground. You don't really need the scaffold for it, but since we're here and everything. I do love that it's each section. The railing goes all the way down, but the slide base is just each section, which is nice. We are on a very shallow angle for this, which is why it's being pretty stubborn. And if you don't like clowns, then I apologize in advance for the entrance area of this particular ride. There's not much we can do about that. We have to clean it. Yeah, we'll do the rest of this from the ground, probably. It is nice from up here, though. You get a more perpendicular angle on the faces itself, on the panels. Okay, well, I think we just have to move it around now. I'm also going to just go up a bit here, because this angle in here, there we go, of the entranceway, and that panel in particular, is really annoying otherwise. Okay, so now we just need to move the scaffold around here. And honestly, we'll just do some of the stuff from here, because we can. That's what we already did. And then all of that we'll get from the other side again. Alright. So from here we get a better angle of the underside, but a worse angle at the actual side. You also find that you need to do a bit more on this ring around here. Also standing way too close to have the long extension on, but never mind. It's just left over. Yeah. Kind of nice if the rings were in sections as well, but that's fine. Can't have everything. Angle for this slide bit is just so annoying sometimes. There we go. And we should really be up on the scaffold doing the other bits, but hey, whatever. These are at least neatly sectioned. The panels and stuff I should be leaving until last though. Case of for the bottom bits here, you just want to get underneath without any extension on now. Do the supports. And now we just got to get low to do underneath. We just go one way and then turn around and come back the other way. Probably be the best strategy. And now we're right down the end. Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, quite frankly, but whatever. It's hard not to. There we go, that's the end support bit done. Work our way back up again. Okay, now I think pretty much done for those bits, so now we just jump up to do the top level of the slide. We don't need the extra long, but... Oh, they've got the railing as well. Okay, good. Ding ding, ding ding. Yeah, maybe the extra long is just good. Slide base, we kind of needed to do a little bit more from the other side. Never mind, we got it anyway. That's the lights, that's the vertical channel, the vertical bit, whatever it's called. Channel lights, vertical frame, that's the one. All the bits from the other side. Lights, frame, we probably didn't do all the way down actually. Do a little bit more down the bottom. Panel, panel. Support we'll just need to do from the other side. Make sure we stay on the scaffold. It's easy to fall off. Frame, support, good, good. I saw something here. Platform underside, slide base. Top ring. There's a few things up there that we're not quite done yet. But hey, don't waste time trying to get it all perfectly straight away. We'll come back for that later. But some of it you might just get a better angle on later on. Right up into the corner. So yeah, we need to move scaffold around again to kind of that little gap over there. And then some of it you just can't help but do from like the slide itself, just to pick up the last little bits. If in doubt, yellow nozzle with the extra long extension does a hell of a lot of work. There's our other panel. Oh, there's probably a little bit missing there. Ah, there we go. Okay, there's the underside of the platform there. Yeah, we'll get more of that from the front, I think. Oink. There we go. Yeah, so from here we get a really good angle on a lot of the stuff, looking straight up there. underside of this ring. Apparently we weren't thorough enough. There's a slide base there. 5th tier panel. Yeah. Suspect we might need to actually be up on the slide there and look down for some of the stuff as well. I should have been looking around a lot more when I was coming down the slide. To be fair, we also were going to move the scaffold around and get a little bit more as well. But this does just allow you to get the bit underneath where the slide goes. Did we not do the side of that support properly? Ah, that's where it's a regular. Interesting. The rail is actually almost done now, which is interesting. Yep, there's the slide rail done. That's nice. It's annoying that the frames and the supports are a little bit offset at this point. Yes, now we're doing the other sides of what we were getting previously. What's missing on the frame bit there? Ah, there we go. Easy. There we go. So a lot of the slide stuff is now done, so that's good. In fact, let's see how well done the slide stuff is. Frames. We're missing a frame, and that's literally all now. I feel it's probably one up there. In fact, I think I just saw a flicker. Yeah, slide frame. There we go. So that's all the slide frames done. Excellent. Now, move you around here. Should give us a good view onto this filthy side of things. Apparently we didn't finish off that very well. That's interesting. Top ring frame we probably actually have to do from... I should have been looking up from the slide at the top there, but I wasn't. That's a bit lazy on me. Oh, there's the top ring frame done. It's just all these supports now. I'll need to do them from both sides. Well, I mean, there's no time like the present, really. Let's just go all the way up to the point that I can jump over here. And do what I should have been doing as I was going down the slide. Down or up, either way. So the panels I won't necessarily complete from here. But the supports I should, and the underside I should. There's the underside. Support. Apparently not done. There we go. So all the support's done now. Good. Top ring frame is done. Vertical frame is not, but that's not... Well, okay, it is now. Apparently I did do a good enough job. There's a 5th tier panel that's not quite done. It's just the top side. There we go. A lot of this we can just do from the slide, it must be said. The scaffold does give a good overview. But at least from here we can get the bits that are covered up. I love it's just the tops of the lights and the sides of the channels. Just random incidental dings. Random acts of dingness. There's a 4th tier panel that I've missed. No? Right. Oh, there's the ring frame though. More channel lights. What's missing on them? Oh, like top angle looks like. Awkward, so you kind of gotta jump along. What's the angle I'm missing on those ones? I guess, yeah, we've already moved the scaffold past this area. Apparently we didn't do a good enough job. There's vertical frame done. But it's these lights that I'm worried about. Not an under angle. Oh no, it's not those ones that's the problem anyway. Which are the ones that are problem? Or have they just dinged now? Or maybe they just dinged without me even realizing. Yeah, looks like it. Ah. I got stuck. Panel's not done. Awkward. Oh, that's explained. I did only just move the scaffold around. Yep, and filled. Okay, never mind. Fairly sure this is the reverse side that doesn't get shown on the time lapse anyway, so let's just finish it off, shall we? Oh, the ring frame is still filthy. It's underneath the slide. Should have done them earlier when I was doing the slide, quite frankly. Never mind. Imagine if on the time lapse it actually lit up things as you dinged them. That would be kind of cool. disco ball. Alright, back up we come now. We were doing the extra long, weren't we? Just seems so much more reliable. Because of just how big this thing is, you just end up with a lot of cleanup at the end, where you've missed little bits and you just have to go back and try and find where. Once again, boss music. Alright, let's move the frame around here now. Going up. We just need to tidy up little bits of trim around here, it seems. It's the vertical frame. Oh no, we did finish that off. Okay, so it is just the panels now. Panels. Third tier one's already done. Back onto the green. Hey, good, got the bottom frame done. Good. I was about to say, we should be getting all the frames done now. 4th tier ring frame's already done, 5th tier ring frame's already done. Brilliant. This panel just has a really annoying bit by the entranceway, so we just need to go maybe up the next level. Not quite. Oh yeah, there we go. Good. 1st tier panel not quite done. Probably need it from the left hand side. There's the 3rd tier done. Good. Frame. Good. So what have we not done? Some railings and railing posts apparently. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I can actually see that that's not... yeah, my bad. That's my bad. I don't know which railing post is not done though. Apparently another post is not done. Anyway, sign and signpost we can ignore. 1st tier panels, 1 is not done, that's fine. 3rd tier panels, 1 is also not done, but 4th and 5th, they are all done, that's good. So 3rd tier we're going to have to go hunting for. Railing post we're going to have to go hunting for too. I did tell it to highlight. But I don't see anything blinking. Ah, it's right at the end here. Yeah, okay, well. That was all it took, apparently. So, 3rd tier panel. Let's take the extension off now. Well, let's just do the top of the entranceway for a start. Oh, that'll be that panel right there, in fact. So I can see that there's a bit not done. Yeah, there we go. Yes, we can do the top of the entranceway from here, just to get it cleaned off as much as we can. Otherwise, that's probably going to be a bit of a pain. Okay. Doink. And then the 1st tier panel, there was a little bit on the outside, wasn't there? A bubble gum. That was the other annoying thing on this bubble gum, because you really couldn't see it, especially against the red. Thankfully, this, it just evaporates, same as rust or mold or anything like that. Not a problem. Go, 1st tier panel. That should be all of the panels done now, I think. What 3 things would we expect to have left to finish. Instead of finishing the sign, I think I will... finishing on the sign, I think I will finish the sign, so that way I have the poles and the sign itself done. So they're not part of the things still to do. The inside angle there, and now do the front. Pole, pole, good, sign. Excellent. Stairs, let's get these done. Rust off. Rust and bubblegum. People are disgusting. What is it with bubblegum? Seriously. Bad enough at the skate park. Nice. Door decoration, entry door, and door frame. That's exactly what we expected. I love it when that happens. Door decoration. Hey, maybe if we're really close to it, you don't see too much of what it is. Just think of it as the pretzel guy. That's basically what it is. It's Mr. Pretzel's Helter Skelter. There's the door decoration done. Entry door frame. Get underneath there. Door frame, and last but not least, the door itself. Voila. Yeah, that went much quicker than I thought it might have. That was, yeah. That was a piece of cake. And that's with a little bit of trickiness doing the panels and stuff. It's really hard to know exactly how to do this one. I love how you're floating in the air because they don't render the scaffold anymore. Excellent.